Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run it here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Cut!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Ohio! Ohio! Cut!
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They pitch it out to Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And able to find Conley. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
So. There we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off.
This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
4 down, 4 down. Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Cut.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Two minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? None.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Benjamin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw, it's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Let's go, defense! Let's go, defense!
Now they try the right side here. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They're going to look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically. Because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And now here comes Kansas City. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Slow! Here we go! Green 90! Green 90! Slow!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go! Brad 38!
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
We got three. Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Hey, 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 hey. Here we go. White 90. White 90.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes the score 14-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. Gets past one man. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39. Green 39. Slow. Z.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline, because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.